Hello everybody, welcome back to the next part. I'm going to load back into the greenhouse. Okay. So now, got the shovel. I think all maybe we have to do is just to take the water hose off and turn it back on. Yes. Okay. Whatever it was, there was no way I could reach it. The shiny object had been washed away. I wonder where. Okay. Turn this off. So I did one thing in another part, I guess before you would know you need to do it, but the water won't flow unless you remove the debris here after you get these shears, which I think, I'm not even sure where we got that now. I think it was upstairs in here. But you have to bring that over here, cut a little bit of this away, and then it clears the drain path. Otherwise, when you turn that water on, it won't flow correctly. It's okay, wash the key away. And if you remember out here, check my settings real quick. Just want to make sure gamma correction was still on low. I apologize if this game turns out to be a little too washed out looking. I am using low gamma correction in the game, and then I'm also brightening it again. You're saying, well, why not just use the normal gamma correction from within the game? And it's like, well, you could. Because you've got low, medium, high, and off disabled. But between the different increments there, you don't know how much it's adjusting, whereas I have finer control over that adjustment in my video editing software, so I'd rather do it from there. Okay, we did get another year to look up from Jerry on that last phone call, and then we want to check out here, because if you remember, by this tree is a bunch of water. This should be where that shiny object washed out to. There it is. And wouldn't you know, it's another key. It'd been through a lot to get the small key. I think I know where that goes. Let's go. Check the mailbox again. We're still waiting for that Italian letter to come back. And I have no idea what the trigger is. He'll probably say something like, you know, it's been a week since I've checked the mail, I should go. I've been slacking on reading the diary too. My efforts have been fruitful, and I have managed to retrieve a key that was lost in the greenhouse, although it seems to me like someone lost it on purpose. I wonder what it will open. So let's go where I think you used that key, since we're already on the floor, before we go upstairs 3 floors to look at the newspaper in the attic again. I think this tiny key is for this drawer in this desk. I think. Yep. Got a note in a box. Oh, another code. 5 digits. 20529. Oh, okay. Huh. Take a sip of drink before I start reading. Okay. March 21st, 1963. Dear Catherine, first of all, I beg you to take the utmost care in order to keep this letter away from James. I don't like to think of the mental breakdown he would suffer if he reads this. You know James much better than I do, so you must share my conviction that he'd never harm anything, but even so, I'd ask you to be careful whenever he's around, at least until we sort out this situation. He has been especially unstable lately, speaking about his determination to suppress this so-called curse. I truly fear for him and for his sanity. I still won't say he qualifies as dangerous, but just in case, be cautious. I've been playing the role of an ally who believes in James, and so far I think I've done a good job in convincing him. But I'm afraid it won't last for too much longer. I can't do all the things he's now asking me to. He's been delving into some very obscure arts, and what began as a hobby now has become a dangerous obsession. He wants me to perform an African ritual on that awful mask he brought. He's convinced he has released an ancient spirit which will harm everything he loves and cares for. It's all so utterly insane that I am ashamed to translate this into words. My biggest fear is that I will end losing my own mind along with his. I have to put an end to all of this. And about that other issue you should know, I've gotten over it. Catherine, what we all did 2 years ago, the decision we made and knew would affect the course of our lives, have been haunting my sleep ever since then. I know you must be the one more affected by this, but you wouldn't understand all that has been going on or going through my head. The confusion, the contradiction. Now more than ever, I'm not sure whether it was the right decision or not. But there's no turning back, and we must face the consequences. All I wanted to say about this is that I'm deeply sorry if I behaved erratically these past days and unnerved you. You have my word, I won't ever reveal anything. Whatever you do with this letter, make sure James doesn't feel anything suspicious. I'd rather have you destroy this through extreme situations require extreme measures. Christopher, the doctor. Well, this is in James's desk, I'm assuming. Nothing in here about a code to this box. Maybe Jerry knows. Let's go upstairs and we'll try to call Jerry. We'll see if we can read any more newspapers. Let me make a save as well. Hard save, and then a quick save. All the way up, yeah. And over here upstairs. Look for any worthwhile news in the edition of May 63. Yes, we read this one. I think this one was about his son, right? Had a child soon, right? So there is a new one here. There's a third option. I went through the news during June 63, same year, but a different month. The article wasn't as informative as I hoped, but there was a phone number scribbled on the page. Okay, that's a new phone number, Bailey. Okay, let me read this. Following the shocking news that became of public knowledge last week, we must now inform about the sinister outcome of the story that has been in the mind of every citizen of our town these past few days. Mr. James Blackwood has died at the age of 56 due to a heart attack, allegedly because of the pressure and stress caused by astonishing accusations by Miss Eva Mariani, former maid of the family. This puts a sudden end to the case deferred by the authorities. Police Chief William Bailey said, "It saddens me that Mr. Blackwood was never brought to a proper trial. No matter what kind of excuses could be possibly made, the death of Miss Catherine Blackwood is a fact. I am fully convinced that he was guilty. Mr. Christopher Milton is said to be taking care of a funeral that nobody will attend, and all the belongings of the Blackwood family are now in his possession." Silently, Rothbury returns to daily life, turning the page over one of its darkest chapters. Many will wonder in the years to come what really happened inside Blackwood Manor. Mail train robbery, well over 1 million. A senior police spokesman said last night that the total haul in yesterday's mail train robbery was clearly well over 1 million. More than 500,000 of it belonging to the National Province Bank. Okay, I'm gonna, just to be safe, write this number down in case he doesn't just record it. 0 1 6 6 5 6 5 6 5 2 1 7 2 1 7. I don't think the game's going to make us manually dial it, but you can, so I'm surprised they won't make you do it. Okay. So let's go call the number, and then we can call Jerry. Maybe he took a note in his journal about this. For managed to retrieve a key. A drawer in the study provided me with further revelations of the Blackwoods drama in a very tempting box, except I need to know a code to open it. Reading the article about Blackwood's death was almost fruitless. Except that there was a phone number on the main page. It would seem like someone was planning to phone a Mr. Bailey. I wonder if that call was ever made. Right, so you're going to go do that. I don't want to go there. That's the bathroom. Open it. You gotta be really precise with your clicks sometimes. Guess it's better than the whole door having the hitbox. Hello everybody, sorry we're back. I actually had the game crash on me. So we're just continuing on here. We were going to the phones from the dining room, and right when I walked through that door, it crashed on me. So this door, but from the other side. I'm gonna make a save. looking at the phone, because that's what we need to do. So I'm going to make a new save here. Yeah, it just randomly crashed, like, for a second there while I was talking at the end. Before it happened, I was like, wow, this transition's taken a little while. And then it just went to the desktop. So I just took a different route to get to the same place. I had to go back upstairs and read the newspaper again to get my character to see that phone number. Oh, it is going to make me dial it. Okay. 0, 1, 6, 6, 5, 6, 5, 217, 2, 1, 7.
Who is this?
Hi, are you Mr. William Bailey?
That's me. And you are?
Yes, my name is Michael Arthade. I'm a journalist for a local newspaper in Rothbury.
I see. And what's this all about?
Well, you're the former police chief of this town, aren't you?
Indeed. I served many years ago.
And you were once in charge of a famous, or should I say, infamous case here?
Ah, bloody hell. Don't tell me this is about James Blackwood.
Well, yes, I'm writing a story for my newspaper. The most famous police cases of Northumberland.
Have you got any idea how many times I've talked about this? Go to your nearest library. I'm sure you'll find plenty of information about Blackwood there.
Please, Mr. Bailey, I beg you. It won't be the same if I can have the information from someone who was there, and no less than the renowned William Bailey of Rothbury.
All right, son, spare me the nonsense. What is it you want to know?
Well, in the first place, what did Ava Mariani see exactly?
She saw enough, son. James Blackwood was dragging a shape into a hole in the garden. At first, Mrs. Mariani couldn't realize what it was, but eventually she made out the dead body of Catherine Blackwood with a serious wound.
And Blackwood was automatically deemed guilty?
He was found digging his wife's son.
Why did James Blackwood never appear before a jury?
When you're someone as renowned and famed as James Blackwood was, you can pretty much avoid the authorities. However, you can't avoid justice. And justice was brought upon James Blackwood.
Justice? How?
He died shortly after the accusation. You should know about that.
What happened to Dr. Christopher Milton?
How should I know? You bet your life that slimy worm was up to something. I couldn't prove it, though I spent years investigating him. A shame we couldn't implicate him as much as James Blackwood.
Are you saying he could have had something to do with the murder?
Blackwood and Milton were very intimate. Milton did the impossible to aid his friend, and even clear his name after he died. You do the math.
And was ever determined the cause of death of Catherine Blackwood?
Yes, partly. Mrs. Mariani managed to see her throat was slit open. Ripped, she would say. It must have been horrible for the poor girl.
Still, everything sounds so vague, as if something were missing.
Are you questioning my performance on this case, son?
No, sir, not at all. I'm just trying to figure this out, like why a proper autopsy was never done.
An autopsy to whom?
Please, sir, this is very important to me, and I could really use your help. I'm trying to fit all the pieces of this mystery together.
Mystery? What mystery? You must be one of those people that just love splitting hairs, don't you?
I don't think I understand, sir.
Listen, son, that cold-blooded bastard murdered his wife, God knows why, but he and his fancy doctor did the impossible to hamper our investigations. You don't have to be a brilliant detective to realize Blackwood did it.
There's always a reason behind a murder. Nobody has ever found out why Blackwood did what he did.
Psychopaths don't need any reasons, and James Blackwood turned into one, precisely.
There's got to be something else. I can't believe Blackwood flipped just like that one sunny day. It doesn't make any sense.
People flip, son. You could be flipping right now without knowing it.
Well, then tell me how Blackwood reacted when you pulled his wife from beneath the ground.
I beg your pardon.
I mean Catherine Blackwood's body when you dug in the garden of the manor.
Like I said, they hampered the investigation. We never managed to set one foot inside the manor. What kind of bloody journalist are you, son?
But are you telling you never actually retrieved the body?
That's exactly what I'm telling you. Now, if you don't mind,
But wait, this doesn't make any sense.
stop wasting my time, damn it. I was enjoying my retirement until you had the brilliant idea of calling me. I don't want to hear anything else about this case ever again.
Please, Mr. Bailey, don't...
Leave me alone.
Alrighty then. Quick save. Let's give Jerry a call, because that's what we do. We all love Jerry. Well, Jerry doesn't love us. Monday. Barbara has Mondays off, in case you didn't know. Make another quick save. See if we get through the door this time. Okay, that worked. But can we go back the other way? Yeah, now it's okay. That's good to know. The door is not cursed to be used again without it crashing the game. Do another real save. So yeah, this game's going to be 2 separate videos I'm going to cut together. I just paused my timer when I stopped the first part after the crash happened. We got about 7 minutes left. So we could go check the mailbox, even though there's not been a transition yet. Oh, it's there. So maybe talking to Mr. Bailey on the phone there is what the scripted trigger needed to happen for us to get the letter back. Even though I was anxious to read the letter, I tried to remind myself that I should give a raise to my efficient assistant. April 28th, 1963. Dear Mother, I spent the whole morning running a few errands for the Blackwood family, and on the way back many thoughts crossed my mind. I take back what I said. I want to return home. Things haven't got any better here. Everyone is behaving mysteriously, and they try to avoid me. I do understand that they must still be disturbed about the death of their son, but it has been almost 2 years since that already. I feel like an alien. I don't belong here anymore, and I find it hard to sleep at night. There's too much activity in this house, too much moving around, and that is unnerving me. I feel something terrible is going on here, and I want to go as far away as possible. I will miss Miss Blackwood dearly, as she has always been kind to me, but I'm afraid my health is at stake. And I've been seeing some strange things too. I can't explain it, but I think someone did something very wrong. That Dr. Milton would often come to talk with the sir for many hours, and nobody would allow me upstairs, although I've been secretly taking pictures there. I hope this doesn't upset you, but don't worry. They are well hidden under a loose board beneath my bedside table. Okay. Please, Mother, forgive me. I know I should have listened to you. It's not like I'm stubborn. I just wanted to wait. Yeah, wait. I didn't see the dot. Wait and see if things would get any better for myself. They haven't. And that's why I'm asking you for a place to stay until I sort out my situation. Call me as soon as you can. I usually have to stay in town until 5 o'clock, but lately I've been coming back about an hour earlier. I just want to leave this place. I confess that I'm scared. I'll be waiting, and please hurry. With love, Eva. You're not gonna put that in your inventory. You're just gonna leave that in the mailbox, huh? Alright, let's make our way to the housekeeper's room then, because she hid something on the floorboard. Do a quick save when we get through here, because it looks like the game can crash on loading transitions. I've stopped looking at the clock. 12 p.m., but it is changing and everything. So we can get to that. This way would be the quickest. She had the bedroom off from the kitchen, right next to the basement. She's like right next to the most creepiest freaking area in the house. Okay. Is it under the rug? She said by her nightside table. There it is, maybe. Yep, down here. Wow. Yeah, that's definitely human shaped. Okay. Well. Take it? No, you should take it, buddy. You just put it back. So I'm trying to see. She's only got... No, she has 2 windows. I think she took it from this one. I mean, she would have had to have stood up on this table or chair. And she looked out over there and took it. Yeah. Well, we recently obtained a shovel, so I guess we can go put that to use. I'll go a different way this time, just for some variety, instead of always going the quickest way. Yeah, we gotta remember there's a box in that desk over there with a 5-digit password, which I don't remember where we find it. Now we're at the front door. So we'll stop the video here, guys, and in the next video, we'll be going outside and digging up where we think Catherine Blackwell is buried and see what we find. So thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.